All right. Well, let's take a communal breath in, and then.
This is our first rehearsal.
Woo! We're gonna read through again.
Okay.
Should we say what scene we're doing?
Yeah.
Act 1, Scene 2.
Enter Florinda, Helena, and Valeria dressed like gypsies. Callus and Stefano, Lucetta, Filippo, and Sancho in masquerade.
And I'm Wilmore.
And I'm Helena. Sister, there's your Englishman, and with him a handsome, proper fellow. I'll to him, and instead of telling him his fortune, try my own.
Gypsies on my life. Sure, these will prattle if a man cross their hands. Dear pretty, and I hope, young devil, will you tell an amorous stranger what luck he's like to have? Hi, I'm Erin Perry.
And I'm Jasmine Afshar.
We're doing Act 1, Scene 2 of The Rover. I'm playing Wilmore.
And I'm playing Helena.
And yeah, I personally thought it was going to be really fun to do this scene as Wilmore because, well, it's a very flirtatious scene and it's very much focused on the spoken word while courting someone. So I thought it would be really fun to get to step into the shoes of the Rover, who is flirtatious and not very loyal and has all these characteristics that are fun to play with but aren't fun to be in real life. So it's fun.
I really enjoyed playing Helena. I think that scene is one of my favorites just because, I mean, I think it was the first time in this class that we saw such an empowered woman. I don't know if that's the right thing to say, but she's just taking control of her sexuality and rebelling against what others believe she has to do. And I think it's cool how she takes charge of the situation and she doesn't let Wilmore get too much ahead.
Yeah, it's very much cat and mouse.
Yeah.
And you can see that.
Nay, now there's no denying me. The old law that had no curse to a woman like dying when they witnessed death of a daughter.
A very good text this, if well handled, and I concede, Father Captain, you would impose no severe penance on her who were inclined to consult.
And just the way the scene is written is so like ebb and flow between the two of them, countering each other's tactics and very witty comments, and it's like an intellectual, flirtatious battle, sort of.
A dance.
Yes,
I like
a dance, a virtuosa.
And what a grief that will be. For when I begin, I fancy I shall love like anything. I've never tried yet.
Egad, and that's kind. Prithee, dear creature, give me credit for a heart, for faith. I'm a very honest fellow. Oh, I long to come first to the banquet of love, and such a swinging appetite I bring. Oh, I'm impatient. Thy lodging, sweetheart, thy lodging, or I'm a dead man.
Why must we be either guilty of fornication or murder if we converse with you men? And is there no difference between leave to love me and leave to lie with me?
Faith, child, they were made to go together.
Hey, it's Barbara's and Zoe's first rehearsal. Woo-woo! All right, let's get to it. Rover, I am gonna be Florinda.
And I'm gonna be Helena.
All right, let's run through Act 1, Scene 1.
Okay.
Action. What an impertinent thing is a young girl bred in the nunnery. How full of questions. Prithee no more, Helena. I have told thee more than thou understandst already.
The more is my grief. I would fain know as much as you, which makes me so inquisitive. Nor it's enough I know you're a lover, unless you tell me too whose 'tis you sigh for.
When you're a lover, I'll think you fit for a secret of that nature.
'Tis true. I never was a lover yet, but I begin to have a shrewd guess what 'tis to be so, and fancy it very pretty to sigh and sing and blush and wish and dream and wish and long and wish to see the man. Hi, my name is Zoe, and I'm going to be playing the part of Helena.
And I am Barbara. I'll be playing Florinda.
And so we're working on Act 1, Scene 1, and Florinda and Helena are sisters, so we definitely had to play with the idea of being like close characters, and like they definitely have like, which makes me so inquisitive. Nor it's enough to know you're a lover, unless you tell me too who 'tis you sigh for.
When you're a lover, I'll think you fit for a secret of that.
'Tis true. I was never a lover yet, but I begin to have a shrewd guess what 'tis to be so, and fancy it very pretty. To sigh, and sing, and blush, and wish, and dream and wish, and long and wish to see the man, and when I do look pale and tremble, just as you did, when my brother brought home the fine English colonel to see you. Like a clear-cut dynamic of, like,
Who's more dominant than the other. Definitely, I feel like Helena is more forward towards what she wants because of what it's been predestined by her being like, oh, you're gonna go to a nunnery, you're gonna become a nun, and you're gonna be married. That's for my character. And even though my character is more modest, I feel like she still rebels because her father and brother want her to marry.
as you did, when my brother brought home the fine English colonel to see you. What do you call her? Dawn Revealed?
Fie, Helena.
That blush betrays you. I am sure 'tis so. Or is it Don Antonio, the viceroy's son? Or perhaps the rich old Don Vincenzo, whom my father designs for your husband? Why do you blush again?
With indignation. And how near soever my father thinks I am to marry that hated object, I shall let him understand better what's due to my beauty, birth, and fortune, and more to my soul than to obey those unjust commands.
Yeah, so it's definitely, like, you can see from the very beginning how these female characters are written and how they're written to not be submissive. I would definitely say that in the scene is definitely palatable between the sisters and, like, what they're saying. And they're very confident.
First you pull down my picture.
Rather how durst you set it up, to tempt poor amorous mortals with so much excellence, which I find you have but too well consulted by the unmerciful price you set upon it. Is all this heaven of beauty shown to move despair in those that cannot buy? And can you think the effects of that despair should be less extravagant than that I have shown?
I sent for you to ask my pardon, sir, not aggravate your crime. I thought I should have seen you at my feet, imploring it.
You are deceived. I came to rail at you and talk such truths too. I shall let you see the vanity of that pride which taught you how to set such a price on sin. For such it is, whilst that which is love's due is mainly bartered for.
Hi, I'm Jessica Reining, and in my scene I'm playing Wilmore. What me and my colleagues did to approach the scene is we weren't really sure what we wanted to do with the casting. So what we did was, between the three of us, we played out every single scenario where everyone played each other, and we saw what kind of clicked best and what we thought was the most interesting. So we went with Ricky playing Angelica, me playing Wilmore, and Brittany playing Loretta. And we're really excited to explore that.
Glass of water.
Hold for a quick second. Jess, feel free to just freely explore the whole space. Try to probe for an opening.
Okay.
And Loretta, if she tries to get in, block that. Yeah.
Good captain, what pity 'tis your edifying doctrine will do no good against me. Moretta, fetch the gentleman a glass and let him survey himself to see what charms he has, and guess my business.
He knows himself of old. I believe those breeches, and he has been acquainted ever since he was beaten at Worcester.
Nay, do not abuse the poor creature.
Good weather-beaten corporal, will you be off? We have no need of your doctrine, though you have our charity, but at present we have no scraps. We can afford no kindness, for God's sake. In fine Sirrah, the price is too high. The price is too high in the mouth for you. Therefore, troop off, I said.
I'm familiar with. It's basically the craft and the task of being a researcher to both the production and then both kind of doing some information for the audience. So as a dramaturg, it is my job to be involved from pre-production, understand what information about the show needs to be relayed to the actors in terms of information about the historical era. I may be working with the technical teams to help them with research concerning costumes, if they want to do something that's accurate to the era, maybe even with set for information like that. I'm basically a research assistant to anybody who may need me, and to get the cast up to speed with anything that they may need from the director. And then in regards to audience outreach, I'm working with publicity to create press releases and promotional materials that get across the thematic information of the show. It's basically, all in all, it's my job to be the big nerd that makes sure everybody knows what they need to know and do that for our theater company. And in regards to information about this specific show, to kind of again bring this out to the audience, The Rover is actually really interesting. It was written by Afra Ben, who is one of the first, if not the first, recorded female playwrights. And this was in England during the Restoration, so being a playwright was already kind of hard enough, and especially one who was female and having that kind of female perspective. The Rover is actually a rewrite she did of a previous play that featured mostly the same characters and the same subject matter, but she definitely added a kind of feminist twist onto it because it's a play about a lot of traveling men who are kind of wild and kind of almost predatory at times with their usage and regard for women. But the women in this play are not treated as objects, nor are they kind of disposable characters. A lot of them have a backbone to them. A lot of them try to take agency for what they can in their lives. So it's obvious to see that kind of early feminism permeating some of the female characters in the show. And by staging it the way we've done with having females play some male roles and vice versa, by kind of switching up some of the gendering of the characters, we hope to kind of inform on those gender roles and maybe re-examine them a little bit.